A lot of people, particularly people in higher levels, in decision-making levels, they want to get to the answer quickly. They want to make a decision. And they want to evaluate the problem, make a decision, and move on. Often that produces bad decisions because decisions are made with limited information. They're made in somewhat of a vacuum, and they're made in a manner that tends to downplay what may become unintended consequences. So future search is a struggle for people like that because they look at it and say, you're telling me we're going to spend 3 solid days with 80 to 120 people in a room working on this issue, and we're not going to have a solution when we're done. And so they're saying, gee, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to invest the money? Why would I want to invest the time in it? I'm telling you that you won't get a good solution unless you at least invest that minimal amount of time in understanding the perspectives that all of the stakeholders have on an issue like you're struggling with. You're going to get unintended consequences because you're not going to understand the positions that other people will have. And I guarantee you that if you go through the 3 days of a Future Search conference, you will come away feeling like, A, it was extremely valuable time spent in the process, and you will come up with a better solution than you thought there would be going into it. You pick 2 or 4 or 6, some balanced number, of those individuals from each of those viewpoints, and then you extend a fairly strict invitation to them. No one else is invited to Future Search. It's not an open public meeting. It's by invitation only, and the invitation requires your commitment to the full 3 days. You can't come on one day and not come on another day. You have to be committed to come for the full process. Each person views their piece of the puzzle as perhaps sometimes a much bigger piece than it really is. Their piece is amplified in their minds. And so if everyone's piece is as big as their piece, it's going to be a really, really big puzzle. What you do in Future Search is you reduce those pieces of the puzzle down to their realistic size, their true size. It brings all of the stakeholders. It attempts to get everybody in the room that has any kind of a viewpoint about a particular issue. Pro, con, it doesn't matter. And then it creates an atmosphere. It creates a feeling within the group of safety and security. It makes it much easier for us to begin to, number one, express our viewpoint, but even more importantly, to understand someone else's viewpoint. Future Search is not a problem-solving event. You're not going to walk out of the room having solved whatever problem you went into the room thinking you had. What you're really going to do with Future Search is everyone is going to gain a high level of understanding, not only understanding about what their position is, but an understanding of what others' positions are. And out of that comes a real opportunity then to create solutions that are sensitive to all of the issues, the way people feel about an issue in the room. A much greater sensitivity than you would have had you not gone through the experience.